I don't know who you are, Stalker, but you best run.
Hello there. Today, we're going to be deep diving into Stalker 2 and spreading its cheeks wide apart in its maximum difficulty mode. Veteran. Why? Well, there's lots of BS reviews of this game and it seems like the general public can't decide if this game is good or not. How can you trust the legacy game review world or the general public when 2 weeks into the game's release, 67% of the player base haven't made it out of the lesser zone in the game? That's literally chapter 1 of the experience. I've decided to best weigh up whether this game is worth our time or not is by making a basic tier list. W for a win, mid, if it's okay, you know, the features are okay or not, and pain for annoying as fuck. All of this footage is recorded on the release version of the game, no patches, hotfixes, or even community mods months after the game has been launched. So if you want to boost the engagement of this video, tell me all about the fact that they fixed this in post-release in an update. Well, Spuddy, I'll have you know that the enemies are no longer spongy and the economy is fixed. Clearly, you are ill-informed. I get it, but I wasn't waiting an entire month after I bought this game to play something I paid for. Time to load into veteran mode and find out what maximum difficulty looks like in Stalker 2. A caveat, as I get stuck into this analysis of the game on veteran mode, it is sometimes hard to tell what is an anomaly in the lore of the game because it's based in a nuclear wasteland with anomalies. And, you know, it's hard to tell what the difference is between that and a bug. Hello, my honey, hello, my honey, hello, my sweet tam gal. So, sit back and relax. It's going to be a bit of a wild ride. First up, tactical tuna. These bring your health up slightly, and you need to eat in this game to survive, so yummy. It's a good snack. However, check that out. Didn't spot it the first time? Jiggle physics. We finally have tuners with jiggle physics. That's a W in my book. Now onto the dialogue. I know the developers are not native English speakers, like myself.
If you want to find the autoloaders, you'll find them on the second shelf at the room at the back on the warehouse.
But NPCs announcing where they are hiding is next level unintentional comedy. People keep calling this game Skyrim with guns, so I expected some dialogue trees from various NPCs to open up more quests around the world. Okay, so I need to go here for my objective, my main quest. Use the back door. There's a back door.
Talk to our boss. I don't like this.
But it seems it was only 1 or 2 non-main characters in each town that would do this. Everyone else gave me the 1,000-yard stare and told me to talk to their boss. Everyone you talk to is going to say talk to the boss.
Talk to our 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 boss.
Hey, man.
Except this guy knew he was stuck inside a simulation. He wanted out of the Matrix.
Make it quick. Right in the head.
Well, that was kind of painful. For a 2024 RPG shooter, I would have thought there would be more than talking to people's bosses.
I'm a friendly. Captain Sienkiewicz sent me.
The captain sent a stalker?
It's like I caught him jerking off. You know what I mean? When I burst through the door. Before this all seems like I'm just going to utterly blast the crap out of the game, there's a lot to like in it. Like this thing. This thing's kind of cool. It looks like a shit I had this morning. Need more fiber. The environments. They have a bit of variety for an apocalyptic setting around Chernobyl. I'm going to be honest, the environmental artists need a raise, because this is what hard carried the game. Without it, I feel like the lack of immersion would flop the game, and overall the game would just feel a bit bleh. So this is in fact a massive W. Unfortunately though, the NPCs all have PTSD. They all stare into the distance, missing their life back in 2007 when staring into the distance for long periods of time was a normal tradition as an NPC. They're smarter than these fellas, but it's 2024 and the NPCs really bring you out of the immersion that's created so well by the environmental artists. You okay? You okay, buddy? If you stay still, not even for that long, there isn't much going on with the animations and behavioral patterns.
Hello.
Well, here we are. Do you need anything?
Yes, indeed.
Take any questions?
At one point, I reached a group of scientists, and other than talking to their boss, I figured I could watch their animation cycles for 60 seconds.
Oh, for fuck's sake, leave me alone.
These guys are like really clumsy with their PDAs, aren't they? Oh, we're gonna watch how many times this guy drops this in 60 seconds. Just doesn't learn, does he? No! I'm gonna have to buy you a new one, mate. This is getting ridiculous. Don't trust this guy with the nuclear launch codes, alright, guys?
This is a research facility, not an amusement park.
And he has the nads, the gonads to shit talk me. The NPCs go right into the pain row.
Shake him, break him.
Now, I'm not some kind of social justice warrior, but it was pretty funny that back in the 2000s, the original trilogy Stalker games didn't really have any women in them. It probably would have been for cutting corners, for less models and animations, you know, to make the developers' lives easier. Women in Stalker? In my Stalker 2? Clearly, game mode have gone woke! That's the first female, all of the game. I'm like 5 days in deep. Crazy.
I'm begging you!
Your friend is a strange kind of
Plot twist. The game's gone woke!
like the fact.
However, it was always funny seeing nerds write on the internet a thesis about how women's uteruses would explode in the wasteland because women technically absorb more radiation than men, so that justifies there not being any women in this scenario. I'm not afraid of vaginas in my games, so I'm throwing women into the W row. Healing. I'm dead. I don't understand how the developers released the game with this dead heals bug. Half the time you hit the button, it animates and leaves you hanging with no juice, no heals. It gave me no juice. And I'm dead. Fuck. Pain. Anomalies. Pretty cool mini puzzles in the game. Possibly one of the more interesting things in this game outside of its environments. Oh, hot! Just gonna slip it in there. It's a bit of a W. Character motivation in the main story is... It's not the worst, but it Spoilers. Okay, if someone's concerned about spoilers at this point, they are educationally subnormal for watching videos on this game a month after or however long it's been. It starts with the main character, Skiff, losing his house to an emission from Chernobyl and an anomaly destroying his room filled with all of his ABBA records or something like that. They were collective vinyl editions or something, I don't know. So the MO of the main character is to make money in the zone to buy a new house as he has no home left.
Look at me! I lost everything back on the mainland. And you tell me to lay off the boot!
To the victor go the spoils.
The flaw with this logic is the economy in this game is so fucked that all the meds and repairs you buy to survive the game ironically costs about 20 houses worth of money. So, you know, the story is a little bit mid. I thought we'd never see it. They exist. A-Life 2. It's a system that didn't come with the game for some reason. Like, why didn't it come with the game? Bug or not. It's supposed to be the main attraction of the game. NPCs with duties and lives as they roam around the game world. Instead, they just randomly spawn in and out of the world with no identity right now. My entire playthrough of the game, I didn't have many interesting encounters outside of the main storyline. Well, except for these guys. I have no idea if they were scripted or roamers, but I sat next to them to pointlessly play a guitar in a single-player game for roleplay immersion. Ah, yes. These NPCs totally give a shit about me. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. A-Life 2. Yeah, it's a bit mid. Now, I think this speaks for itself. This is where we meet the Chimera. Chimera? Chimney? Anyway, getting soft-locked with a bad save for the main questline in the swamp area where your movement is restricted while being pitted up against a sub-boss of sorts that can launch itself at you and one or two tap you. Like with very little wiggle room, seems like a terrific game design. Unfortunately for me, my autosaves were ages back and I really couldn't be arsed backtracking to reach the same point. So I persisted until I cheesed this son of a bitch. She'll weed out. Shit! Oh! 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 Come on. Just my luck. I killed this thing after what felt like an hour of dicking around, and now a mission happens which forces my character to find an underground shelter. Wait. In the middle of the swamps? Well, I'm stubborn. I've come this far, so I kept pushing through, loading save after save. Bullshit game. Right, it's like, so there's gonna be dickheads going, oh, you got 200 deaths in this game, but are you dog shit? I've only got 30. But like, I'm not save scumming. Like, I'm just trying to push through this stupid scenario the game's put me in. Oh. Eventually, I find out the direction marker on the compass didn't lead me to a safe house. This was not the house! I've been lied to! You've all lied to me! Move, bro! Where? This is not the safe house! Ultimately, I had to eat shit and load a save 2 hours later. Jesus Christ. Wait for the emission to pass, come back and go through all that BS again with the Chimera. Alright. Go. One could say this was riveting gameplay. Another could say utterly fucking painful. These magical dwarf fellas, What the hell is that? Looks like a dwarf. They have the power to lather you up in grease, so you keep dropping your gun. It's an okay mechanic if the guys didn't take 1,000 shots to kill. Son of a bitch. Hello. It's okay. It can go in mid. These mindfucker guys, I don't know what else to call them. They are spongy like the rest of the enemy mutants, but at least they seem unique. Well, kinda. Their psychic mindfuck attack reminds me of the Fear Ghosts. You know that game Fear from 2005? It's probably heavily inspired from that. Ah, Jesus! But nonetheless, they can go in the W department because they're at least interesting to fight. Snorkels are a bitch in groups, but like most of the mutants in this game, you just gotta source the cheese, aka the high ground. Once you stand upon this cheese, their AI subroutines flip the hell out and they can't decide what to do. You have now beaten the game. Snorkels are cool, but they will be classified as cheesed in this video. The cheese is mid. Just be careful cheesing these guys though. They don't give a fuck about your cheddar cheese. Yeah! Suck my nuts. Bloodsuckers. As with all the mutants in the release version of the game, they will eat through your inventory of ammo and spit in your mouth. They dart in and out of invisibility, and it's such a cool design, but holy shit. How did the developers think dropping 100 shotgun shells into all these mutants was an engaging experience? Every single one of these guys has to be cheesed by standing on top of shells or standing in choke points and then tricking their AI to freak the hell out and go back and forth. Obviously, this kind of difficulty makes them intimidating, but sometimes fighting these guys feels like I'm doing a chore in this game, like cleaning my room or some shit. So f these guys. However, even though they're painful, they are a cool mutant, alright? So they're gonna get thrown to the W tier. RPGs. They take up your entire inventory weight. They cost a mortgage and has limited ammo. I'm not sure why it's in the game, but I used it to kill a few things sometimes. It's mid. The VSS gun, no damage, and eats up all of your ammo. That will be going in the bin, thank you very much. You might as well use the pistol. Speaking of ammo, the starting pistol has high penetration and makes an absolute mockery of the economy in the game and the roster of other guns. Just slowly aim at people's heads and 1 or 2 tap them. GG. The pistol is a W. Gun jams. Because the economy in this game is munted and you'll never afford buying new guns or even being able to repair them. Okay. You are constantly using weapons that are damaged in the red. So of course, every 5 shots you shoot, your gun locks up. Oh god, here we go. Perfect time for a gun jam. Alright, bro. This gun's pretty cooked. This is problematic.
That's Spuddy. Swap weapons with the NPCs out in the realm.
Well, guess what, Mr. Well-Informed Viewer? 90% of the weapons dropped by NPCs are all damaged, so the whole game feels like you're running around clearing out jams. Absolutely f***ing painful. S-tier pain. This game wouldn't be true scuff without a soft lock, and would you believe it, I got soft locked. So this dopey bastard won't let me down, or let me up rather. He won't let me up. And there's literally nothing here to open this up or like bring that down. To the uninitiated, that sounds like an erectile dysfunction of sorts. It's actually when you're locked from progressing in the game without reverting to an old save. However, I'm stubborn and wanted to brute force through this. Eventually I found a path around this point and hugged the wall. It was definitely not intended to jump around here, as you would easily slide into the water, which would immediately kill you. And if you dipped your toes in the water, the radiation points would start jumping right up there. Hot, hot, hot! Plenty of parkour and plenty of deaths later, I eventually got to the next step of breaking out of this soft lock. by trying to jump out of the map's boundaries. Oh! That was the bit we died at. Fuck. No, for fuck's sake. It's really awkward on that little bit there. That little bit there, you just slide off. Oh! I seem to run. This took some time, and to the disbelief of some of my live viewership who were most certainly begging me to let go and give up on my dream, I stuck to my guns, and I guess, pun intended, dropped some of my guns to reduce the weight on my character to help me get to running speed. With the aid of the Command & Conquer soundtrack by Frank TheSpudHunter, I made my shot.
I've got a present for you.
Now let's try it. Yeah! Yeah! I fucking knew it! I told you! I told you! I fucking told you! I knew I'd get it! Oh, it's so cinematic with the music. I swear it's not scripted. Holy shit. Just a reminder to anyone who's just tuned in, we're technically out of bounds of the game. We're not supposed to be up here. I can 100% guarantee we're not supposed to be up here. So I'm supposed to get here, right? Well, we're supposed to talk to this dude. Should I even go back? So the literal quest icon was all the way over here before, and it's just cut all of this and we're going over here now. So I don't know. Breaking the game. That's a fat W. Yeah, so I don't know what to think of Stalker 2. There's a lot to like about it, but there's a lot that's fucking painful. GG, I'm dead. And this is what maximum difficulty looks like. I hope you learned something, and finger blast all the buttons like following my Twitch and all the shit that the YouTubers say. Cheers.
Modern problems require modern solutions.